Tonight, a punk rocker who's already extreme
I have 30 piercings and stretching my ears for 10 years.
wants to go mainstream.
If I look normal, then, people might notice other things.
So the Extreme team gives her a make-under. And look who joins the Extreme team. Famed designer Betsy Johnson. A dramatic journey from gothic
Don't cry, sweetie. You're gonna be okay.
to gorgeous.
She's hot. It's amazing.
And wait till you see what happens to her boyfriend.
Let's go get Bill.
From our Man in Black. This is the first and the best makeover on television.
You guys are the best.
Extreme Makeover.
Wow, you look fantastic.
Boy, you look beautiful.
Man, are you gonna be pretty.
Mission accomplished.
Yes. Push it in, baby.
Watch the flashing light.
I'm here to introduce you to a rock star.
But first, a woman who wants a make-under.
I've been different all my life. This is like my mask. If people are gonna judge me, I want people to judge me on my terms. So look at my hair, not at my chest. Look at my ears, not at the hair on my chin.
Meet Jeanene Maddox, 30 years old, of Louisville, Kentucky. She already looks extreme and now just wants to appear normal.
My mother freaked out the first time she saw what I did to my hair.
She went crazy. She chased her around the house.
Chased me around with scissors and was like, if you want no hair, then all of it's going.
And that's what aggravates me the most, I think, when we go out. People look at her like, she's some crazy person or some freak, because she's totally the opposite.
We're night and day with our appearance. My sister is a very beautiful girl, and I wouldn't mind looking like her. If I look normal, then, people might notice other things. So it's easier to have them, Sorry.
Jeanene craves a normal life and a good job, but her looks get in the way.
I do aspire to do better, but ultimately I'm kind of stuck working in factories because they don't question your appearance as long as you show up for work every day.
Once you get to know her, she's the most reliable person you can have, perfect attendance, 0 defects. Jeanene's about the best operator we have.
In business, goth and 30 body piercings are not your dress for success.
I'm getting older and I need to do things that are better for myself, even better in my life. You just really can't do that looking the way I do. In order for me to have my hair normal again, I'm probably gonna have to cut it from like about here. As far as my ears, I've been stretching them for about 5 years now. I just used larger jewelry or weights to weigh my ear down in order to make the holes bigger. Main problem is my chest. This breast grew to be a D, and this one only an A. I smashed my nose when I was 5. It's kind of flat and wide.
Jeanene's boyfriend, Billy, isn't especially mainstream either.
Me and Jeanene met about 3 years ago, and we ended up hanging out. And I guess we've been hanging out ever since.
Don't kill yourself. He's all about cartoons and kung fu and...
The whole stretching of the ears, definitely not my thing. I think she's definitely ready to change her look.
Jeanene's journey to normalcy begins at a punk rock hotspot, where we enlisted her boyfriend, Billy, to surprise her.
Can everybody quiet down, please? Can I have everybody's attention, please? We're gonna dedicate this next song to my girlfriend, Jeanene.
Yeah, Jeanene!
You are going to be on Extreme Makeover.
Jeanene tries to play it goth cool, hiding her true emotions.
I'm in shock and embarrassed and I'm freaking out. Everything is just surreal.
Her world is about to change from the mosh pit to the lap of luxury.
Wow, that car's the bomb. Thank you. I didn't think in a million years I would ever, come out to California, let alone sit in a Rolls Royce. This is really awesome.
The new Makeover mansion is about 180 from goth. Next, Sam gives a mini makeover to Jeanene's boyfriend, and she has no idea.
The most fun part of the whole thing is the surprise that Jeanene's gonna have
They see each other for the first time
I was totally blown away.
at the big reveal. This is the Sunset Strip, home to punk rock. And not far from there, Beverly Hills, home to the world's top plastic surgeons, like Dr. Garth Fisher. Today, mainstream and extreme cross paths.
The only thing that I'm afraid of is that I'll look my age and I'll look too conservative, and I don't want to go from one extreme to the next.
Hello, Jeanene.
Hi.
Dr. Garth Fisher, how are you? Those ears are very interesting. I've never seen anything like that. Anxious to figure out that and make them look better. Now, these are very large earrings, huh?
Yeah, it's 3/4 of an inch.
Can you take both of them out? Let me see. I've never seen anything quite like that before.
Not even in LA?
No.
The complicated repair will be a first for Dr. Fisher.
You can put your little finger through there.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm going to do is try to close these up and make your ears look, you know, nice. The biggest risk with this is the blood supply could be compromised and you could lose a piece of your earlobe, but I think we can definitely help you with that. Okay?
Okay, all right.
Now, what size bra do you wear currently?
34B.
And what size do you want to be?
Either a solid C or a small D.
Like most women, Jeanene's breasts are asymmetrical.
And this side is substantially larger. You know, it's hard to say, about 50 cc's or so. I can never make them exactly the same.
Yeah.
And,
As long as they look normal.
they'll look good. They'll look good. They'll look very natural, I think, and I think you'll have a great result.
Okay, yeah.
Jeanene is a tough case. One part of that case I've never done before, and I just have to, you know, put some thought into it and planning. And her nose is a difficult nose.
It's going to be a completely different person, and yeah, it's going to be weird, but I think it'll probably take more time for me to get used to than other people everybody else will be excited about.
The morning of Jeanene's surgery, the young woman tries to play it very cool.
I'm not all that nervous about the surgery. It's going to be a good experience. And Dr. Fisher said he was devising a plan for reconstructing my earlobes, so we'll have to wait and see what he does.
She's got a very unique problem, and it's just her earlobes, but, you know, those are important, and there's some little landmines associated with that particular surgery.
At Dr. Fisher's, Jeanene begins to lose it.
I'm a bit nervous.
It's a big deal. The whole thing's just a little overwhelming.
Oh, don't cry. You're gonna be fine. Don't you worry, you'll be okay. It's a good day. This is like, you know, this is like a holiday.
I'm saying goodbye to the extreme subculture look and hello to a cuter me.
And Jeanene's make underway. First, Dr. Fisher must balance her uneven breasts.
We're gonna put a 325 cc smooth Mentor saline round implant.
The fat in her thighs, tummy, and back is lipoed away.
We're taking a significant amount of fat for her.
And the tip of Jeanene's nose needs an uplift without compromising her Italian pedigree.
Your surgery on her nose is gonna be difficult because she has very thick skin and she's had multiple fractures and trauma.
But the real challenge with Jeanene, her ears.
This is serious surgery, this earlobe surgery. You can see what kind of opening she has here.
The lower lobe's blood supply must be maintained.
And I definitely have to cut out the opening, and then I have to plan a way to suture it back where I still maintain the blood supply.
Suddenly, concern.
But I don't like how that looks. I think this is going to make it worse.
The ear is losing blood profusely.
Hold that. Hold this. Give me a pickup, please.
But Dr. Fisher skillfully staunches and closes.
There you go. We devised some flaps to bring the earlobe back together and preserve the blood supply, which was the most important issue. I think they look nice, and her problem's been solved.
A whole new ear. A make-under in just hours. And in 1 week, it's bandages off.
The most interesting part of your surgery was your earlobes.
This was Jeanene's ear a week ago. This is her ear now.
I think they turned out really nice now that I'm looking at them. Here's where you were before, and of course we cut a piece of this out and then rotated a flap up.
It'll be weird not to be able to put my finger through it, but...
So now, let's see your nose. Here you go.
Oh, yeah. I like it. It looks cool. Thank you for fixing it.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for bringing it.
Like my profile before was horrible, and now it looks good.
Jeanene's old nose, from rocker to Romanesque.
You got a home run out of this one. How's your breasts?
They're awesome.
What have you noticed that you like the most about them?
They're perfect. They're the same size. All
So far, Jeanene keeps her feelings under wraps.
Which I was kind of worried about, but they look...
Dr. Fisher is about to remove more bandages.
They look beautiful. They look great. Just have to keep them out of sunlight, stay away from nude beaches right now. But,
I don't think that'll be a problem.
Jeanene now shows Dr. Fisher something else.
tell me what you're thinking.
I just think you're wonderful.
Her true emotions.
Thank you. I think you're wonderful, too. So nice. I'm really glad that we could help you. Really, really glad.
Dr. Fisher's definitely my hero. He's my favorite person. No offense, Bill.
And speaking of Jeanene's boyfriend, we've got a big surprise for her. Here's Sam.
Jeanene has no idea Bill is here for 2 weeks for a secret mini extreme makeover, and she has no idea the results that are in store for her when she gets home. Let's go get Bill. Bill Butler?
Yes.
Welcome to Los Angeles. Bill, you know you're getting a make under a little bit here, and I know you want to retain some of your identity, as does Jeanene. But I need to know if you're willing to go a little bit mainstream, just to clean up a little bit, be a little handsome fashion guy. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm up for about anything.
Hey, Jeanene, you have a whole lot more to worry about than cutting off your dreads, because guess who's not in Kentucky anymore?
Ahead, 3 incredible reveals. Jeanene, Billy, Lena. Our first story tonight, Jeanene, who used costumes and makeup to hide her secret self, including an embarrassing condition that plagues many women.
I always kept the fact that I had hair on my face hidden. You know, I always kept it plucked, so no one could tell. I was the only one that really knew.
You're just the person I've been waiting to see.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited you're here. She's adorable. I don't want her to have all of this facial hair and have to deal with it on a day-to-day basis. It can be so devastating to have this horrible chin hair or mustache hair.
It was very traumatic. It was like I hated it.
The good news is that you're here in the time of lasers.
Is it going to burn my skin any, or?
Beauty is not for sissies. It has been said that the road to beauty is paved with pain. Every time you have laser hair removal, some of the hair follicles are permanently destroyed. She will experience some regrowth over the next 4 weeks, and she will need between 4 and 8 treatments to completely remove the hair in this area. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it is. That looks awesome.
Yeah.
Still feel a little bit of stubble, which she said will go away in a few days, but as soon as that's gone, it's going to be so sweet.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
In another part of L.A., unbeknownst to Jeanene, her boyfriend Billy is getting a mini makeover.
You've got to take this weight off. Obviously, we want to take some of this off. I'm going to give you a little more definition in your chest, and in your arms, we're going to put a little more definition, a line here. You've got 2 weeks, so you can look spectacular, the lovely Ms. Jeanene.
Check Billy out just 1 week later.
On the waist, you lost 10 inches in 8 days.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Hey, Bill, how are you? Hey, how you doing?
We give him a really, really beautiful smile. I think we'll hit it out of the park on him. Your upper teeth are really rotated. Either we can do braces, and that's going to take about 2 to 2.5 years, or I can do porcelain veneers and make your teeth perfect right now.
I think I might have to go with the veneer.
Instead of years, Billy gets a perfect smile almost instantly.
Smile. Wow, that is unbelievable.
They're like perfect, pretty much perfect. I hope Jeanene is
pretty surprised
because she has no idea what's going on.
The unsuspecting Jeanene has been in touch with Billy on her cell.
When I talk to Jeanene on the phone, I have to make up where I'm at every time I talk to her.
Are you outside?
Yeah, I just decided to go down by the riverfront.
You seem nervous. I don't know what that was all about. Is it hot, real hot though?
Yeah, humid.
Well, we have good weather here, so.
Lucky you. The most fun part of the whole thing is the surprise that Jeanene's gonna have when I show up and she had no idea that any of this was going on.
And for that reveal, Sam wants to take Jeanene from gothic to girly, so he takes her here.
I called all the way over to New York for a friend of mine to see if she would come over here and help me transform your fashion. Betsy Johnson. Betsy, will you come over here?
Boy, big choice, huh, Sam?
How are
He did
you?
good. Whoa, I'm great.
What do you think of Jeanene? Did we pick a good one for you?
She's my soul sister. When I first saw Jeanene, I knew that she had an amazing sense of fashion and style. No girl looks like that who hasn't really worked it. I think I want to give Jeanene looks that invite people into herself, her world. Prettier, softer, more approachable looks.
I never thought that I would ever wear any color besides black. But probably what's weirder is I actually like all these different girly dresses, and I thought that I looked really good in them.
Jeanene, you're the luckiest girl in the world because she is flying home right now to design your own one-of-a-kind reveal dress.
I think I know Jeanene now, and I am going to find you something so special.
I would love for you to make my reveal dress. This is so exciting.
So let me surprise you.
That's awesome.
Meanwhile, Sam's top-secret mini-mission continues.
Bill, we're at Borelli Salon here in Beverly Hills with our friend Steve Lococo. He's going to hook you up, make you dashing and handsome.
We're going to get rid of all this all one-length hair and give him a good sharp line that's going to bring out those good-looking eyes of his. We're also going to get rid of the solid black color look, and we'll highlight it just a little bit.
We chose this chocolate brown suit in a 3-button style because Bill's long enough in the body to carry the length of the 3-button jacket. This bright blue shirt underneath gives Bill a pop of color, and a couple of the colors in that tie may just complement a certain someone's reveal dress.
Now for Jeanene's dreadlocks and a dreaded verdict from Sam.
Jeanene, today is the day. 12 long years for you to grow out this hair, 12 years to get attached to it, and about 10 minutes to get rid of it. I'm gonna hold your hand, and we're gonna do this.
Jeanene's dilemma. On the one hand, she wants change. On the other, she clings to the security of her past.
1, 2, 3. Keep that. Let's continue.
Okay, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
No, you're not.
More than her hair is being cut.
I'm like shaking.
Jeanene is removing the protective colors that hid her true feelings and vulnerability.
It's kind of like a security blanket or whatever, and that's gonna be gone, and it's really weird.
We have a lot of magic to perform today with Kimbo and with Marianne from BTV Salon.
We've saved as much as we could, Sam, and it's just there's nothing left to really save in here. Everybody loses 80 to 200 hairs a day, and what has happened is it's entangled around these dreads, and basically she's holding on to 12 years worth of fallen hair.
There's also a lot of damage from the bleaching and the overprocessing and the coloring, so we need to get rid of most of this hair.
Jeanene, how are your nerves about now?
I'm extremely nervous, and I have a million things going through my head, so I can't really describe it.
Okay, this is a big moment for you. I know you're trying really hard to keep your composure. It's gonna be a whole new world when you look in the mirror again.
You ready for this?
Uh-huh.
Basically what we're gonna do is just soften your base and give it a rich color, and we're gonna have some surprising highlights. How about that?
Okay.
Kimbo has invented a process for draining 12 years of hair coloring.
Well, we put a sulfur chemical on in the beginning, and what that does, it shrinks the molecule, the red molecules. Anything artificial, it shrinks. And the second process we put on takes it away.
Wow.
And this is what's happening.
It's literally happening before our eyes.
You have great hair, Jeanene. It's thick, and you have a lot of body, some natural wave to it. You don't know what you've been missing for the last 12 years.
Darcy, this is what Jeanene is used to wearing. Black, black, with white foundation. Darcy, she used to give me like a kabuki goth story.
Jeanene, I want to teach you to look pretty. I want to teach you to use soft pastel colors.
You can open your eyes.
Holy crap. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
You guys are the best. Thank you all.
Next, Jeanene surprises everyone.
Well, I'm slowly learning that it's all right to be pretty.
And we surprise Jeanene.
I just picked the one that I didn't recognize and went that direction.
2 months ago, Jeanene was goth. Tonight, she's all girl. Inside and out, the transformations are amazing.
Slowly learning to like myself. A little concerned about what Bill's gonna think about it.
And Billy's waiting in the wings. Jeanene has no idea he's had a mini makeover.
She's kind of worried about what me particularly is going to think, but she really doesn't have anything to worry about. If she looks Hollywood hot, I'm fine with that, you know.
I feel like heart's beating out of the chest.
At Louisville's legendary Sealback Hotel, her pretty sister Erica doesn't know what to expect.
I've never, ever seen her any different than the way she was. So to see her normal is going to be a shock.
And shocked is what everyone is about to be.
I wanted to cry when I first seen her come out, but I tried to hold it back before everybody would look at her and think that she was some kind of freak, and now she's beautiful. It's amazing.
I think that she'll think it's cool if I get the same kind of attention that she does.
She's hot. She's really pretty. She's always been beautiful to me, but now she's just even more beautiful. I mean, she could be a model.
What a make-under.
For me, I don't think it was so much of an external makeover as it was for an internal one.
From extreme to exquisite. Here's how. Jeanene's ears were reconstructed. She received lipo of her waist and thighs. Her nose was reshaped and realigned. Implants brought her breasts to a symmetrical size C. She had laser hair removal and Zoom whitening. To most people, Jeanene now looks normal. To her far-out friends,
Oh my God, they've turned her into a freak.
next, we totally surprised Jeanene with Billy's mini makeover. It's time for Billy's reveal. And Jeanene only knows her goth boyfriend has a surprise for her. The last time Jeanene saw Billy, he looked like this. Watch her when she sees him now. Billy went to hunk from punk.
Like, I was totally blown away. And who cares about me? Look, Bill has teeth.
When I first went out there, I didn't even recognize who she was, so I just picked the strange-looking one, the one that I didn't recognize, and went that direction.
Jeanene and Billy. Made under, made for each other. Think that was a transformation?
Thanks, Ken. Well, it has now been more than 6 weeks since Jeanene Maddox returned to Louisville after her extreme makeover in California. And tonight, millions of viewers nationwide tuned into ABC to see how she lost her long red dreadlocks and her 30 body piercings. WHAS 11's Carrie Richardson watched with Jeanene's friends who were saying the changes are just skin deep.
Journey from gothic to
By now, most of Jeanene Maddox's friends are used to her new looks.
I knew that probably whatever she changed wasn't going to change the kind of person that she was, so whatever she wanted to do.
But they've never seen the whole ordeal played out on national television.
There's going to be a lot of crying. They like drama.
Friends and co-workers crowded into Jillian's to watch their friend's extreme makeover.
I knew that from the get-go, that it was going to be funny, and it has been.
I like her new nose. It really gives a lot of definition to her face.
I think she looks gorgeous. You know, I mean, the plastic surgeons did an excellent job.
The surprise that Jeanene's going to have.
Boyfriend Bill Butler got a mini makeover courtesy of the show, a secret even Jeanene didn't know until her reveal.
Not a whole lot of people knew I was gone. So when I came back, there was only about 2 or 3 people that even knew I was gone, let alone changed. So when I came out, everybody's like, what on earth, you know?
It's a big moment for you.
The consensus, friends are tickled with Jeanene's new look, even happier that she's satisfied.
I was impressed. I didn't recognize her at the reveal. They were like, go to her. I was like, where is she?
Seems a little bit more confident, a lot happier, but for the most part, she's still the same Jeanene. You know, still does all the same things that she used to do before. Hasn't really changed her lifestyle that much.
Oh my God, they've turned her into a freak.
Now, Melissa Lacey admits her friend looks great.
I kind of miss the dreadlocks, you know, but as long as she's happy, you know, that's really all that I care about.
Even after the extreme makeover, some say they wouldn't be surprised to see a return to Jeanene's roots.
Whenever it's okay for her to be done with all this, she might try and grow them back.
Carrie Richardson, WHAS 11 News.
The hair, well, maybe not a return to dreadlocks, but Jeanene says once she gets an okay from ABC, she would like to darken her hair a little more so it is closer to its natural brown color.
Maybe you've wondered what would happen if you dramatically changed the way you look. That's what happens every week on ABC's Extreme Makeover. This Kentuckiana woman doesn't have to wonder about that anymore. She got an extreme makeover, and it not only changed her appearance, it made a few changes in her life as well.
I'm about as normal as they get. I'm pretty much a homebody, and I work like everybody else does.
Bill and Jeanene, homebodies, but not boring. He collects Japanese animation action figures, Egyptian art, and he loves the martial arts. Jeanene collects record albums from the classic.
This is one of my favorite ones, War of the Worlds.
To cutting-edge punk rock. Something you used to see all over Jeanene, and one reason she was chosen for an extreme makeover.
They wanted to take someone who was extremely, punk rock looking and make them normal.
This was punk rock Jeanene. Before 2 months in Los Angeles and 9 hours of surgery. Her nose was reshaped, her lopsided chest was made even, and those huge holes in her ears, they're gone. Do you feel like you love your body more?
Oh, absolutely.
You do?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, I'm definitely liking the body a lot more now. I was surprised that my nose turned out so good because it was pretty smashed in.
But this was no presto changeo procedure. Jeanene is smiling now, but while in L.A., she shed a fair amount of tears. Tears of apprehension.
The whole thing's just a little overwhelming.
And tears of joy. At 31, Jeanene was ready for a change in looks and lifestyle.
The line of work I want to do is kind of government positions, and yeah, I think that they would have had a problem with bright red dreadlocks and 3/4 inch gauged ears.
Jeanene has already seen changes in her life. The odd looks have stopped. Now people are smiling her way.
People do treat me differently. It's unfortunate that people are judged by the way they look, but yeah, people are a lot more friendly towards me and get a lot more comments about, oh, you're pretty and this and that, and whereas before I would get looks and scoffed at, and people were afraid to talk to me at work, and now they're all like, oh, hey, what's going on?
And before the makeover, Jeanene did not live in this home with the animation figures and the Egyptian art. Time apart brought the couple closer together.
We were apart from each other for 2 months. That was quite a long time, so I think that, always helps out in relationships when you have a little break.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah.
Are you blushing?
Possibly.
Well, Jeanene and Bill say their friends who liked her punk rock look also like her new look. They have been very accepting of both looks.
She's just a wonderful person, isn't she? Despite
very sweet. They're both very nice.
Yes, despite which way she looks,
Yeah.
she's always
Didn't
been
matter. She said she didn't change on the
good girl.
inside a bit.
Yeah.
It was just people's reaction to her, which is very interesting.
Here's Ken Schultz, and it's been...
That's kind of like filling your own punchline there for some reason. And here's Ken Schultz. Who's actually a
Who
punk
hasn't
rocker.
had an
yes.
extreme makeover?
Not
Yeah.
yet.
Come on
Not
now.
yet.
Come on now. You had your rock and roll days.
I
we
did.
know.
I
we
did.
Know that.
I had longer.
You
You were actually a drummer, right?
Yeah,
drummer
really
in the
bad
band.
one. Yeah.
But a great meteorologist.
Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much. Take a look at Storm
You had to
Team
fill in the
Operator.
blanks there, too.